What's going on, everyone? My name is BoIt, and I'm back with some more Age of Titans action, jumping straight into game number 4 between DoD's Magyar, spawning in the top of the map in the red color playing Isis, and TheMista in the blue color at the bottom of the map playing Zeus. The map is Midgard, and this is the fourth game in the series where Magyar is up 2-1. Obviously, this is a different god. Magyar is playing Isis, and Mr. is playing Zeus. Maybe Magyar just said, "Well, I've proven that Set's really strong. Maybe I should just reassert how strong Isis is," and he's going to go ahead and play Isis and just, you know, demonstrate the awe and power of the best race in the game. Well, top tier race in the game. Anyhow, some interesting strategies which you can try and pull on this map for Zeus, especially with that gold mine like there for Magyar. You can easily hoplite rush that and win the game. However, that back gold mine there, it's going to be very difficult if Mr. does choose to do some sort of land rush, especially there's two really close large gold mines. So Magyar's got to be happy about that. I don't know if he's seen it yet. He has seen that gold mine, he hasn't seen that one, so he's got to be happy about at least seeing that one. He'll be overjoyed seeing that one, just because those are 3 different paths which Mr. has to have cut off so that Magyar, so that he can gold starve. But I think Magyar is going to be happy with that. I don't know what Mr's seen, so what he can choose. He hasn't seen gold mines yet. He's throwing more. Wait. We'll see. If he throws more than 4 villages onto wood, it means he wants to do a little bit of a boom on water, and go from there. The kind of strategies which you can sort of pull on this map, like you have the option of rushing water, throwing a dock up right next to your opponent's docks, and then putting a fishing ship in, and then both docks will be shooting arrows, so you can get on that aggressive side of things. You can fast heroic and go from there. You can also 2 town center boom or 3 town center boom. There's just so many options, and I think this map is the most I don't know if it's a hated map because of this, but basically there's the most required scouting. You need to scout your opponent to see what he's doing in order to make the right call on what you should do, because there's such a slim chance that you're going to get it right by just blindly doing a strategy that you have to scout. You have to know what's going on. Isis has to, after he's thrown up 2 docks and got up a temple, he has to start throwing obelisks right across this map, just to make sure no forward buildings come up and no raids come from hippicons and all that stuff. Zeus player has to use his scout and has to run through and check how many villages are on wood, how many villages are on gold, is he gathering food from any of these hunting spots here. Those are wolves, but there's not much hunt really on this map. But yeah, he has to be checking that sort of thing. If he sees only like 4 villages or 5 villages on wood, he knows that something's up and he has to do something about that. If he sees like 15 villages on gold, he's going to know that there's going to be that quick second town center up. If he sees villages still on food, it means that there's going to be some sort of fast heroic. It's really hard for an Isis player, however, to scout his opponent. You can only scout based on those obelisks. He's not going to be able to get in and actually see the wood line, see what's going on. So he has to react, and that's why you need those obelisks up at such a forward position, so you can see what's going on and you can prevent anything like that happening, any sort of shenanigans happening. You can see Magyar's got about 18 villages on food so far, -5, so he's probably got about 12 or 13 fishing ships out at the moment. So he's really booming quite hard on water. Mr, on the other hand, also has a bunch of fishing ships, not quite as many as the Egyptian player because he is Greek, he can't quite spam as fast as him. He's going to get housed a little bit though if he continues to build villages. He's only got the 1 dock up though, which is, he's got 2 docks up. Strike that, so that's all good. So it looks like Mr's going to be attempting to do some sort of water pressure. or go straight to the heroic age himself. I have not decided yet, because you can always swap those 6 villagers over there and just leave a couple of villagers on wood over onto the berry patches, or over to the walrus, well that's a bit far, but probably to the berry patches, and then attempt to get to the heroic age and do some sort of skyless spam. But that being said, it's almost okay-ish to deal with. As my phone goes off, let me turn that off. All good. So yeah, we can see that Mysta is going to the classical age through Hermes, and Magyar are going to be going through Anubis. So both players looks like pretty standard, going to be going water. I'm going to see some micro from both of these players. Obviously going to be very, very good on this map. I always feel like water micro is the hardest type of micro. It's because you have to do so much in order to react. Like, one could argue that chariot versus chariot micro is the hardest, but if you lose a chariot, you can always retreat really quickly out of it. If you start losing on the water, if you start retreating, you're going to take a bunch of damage as Magyar throwing up a barracks, and Mysta scouts that immediately. So maybe that was a bait barracks. Maybe he's throwing that up just to bait out Mysta, and he's going to start spamming stuff on water. But he's got 20 villagers on food, and he's, well, that's all from the. Never mind. What's he doing? He is going hard for a classical fight. This is really, really cool, and he's going to be raiding with this Anubite. Mysta's going to have to split up that centaur to deal with that Anubite, because the Jason's just not going to be able to deal with it because it's too quick. We do see the Anubite running around. I'm interested to see what Mysta's response is going to be. He's going to go for some stables and an archery range, and then all of this raiding happening right now. He's got a bunch of priests, got a bunch of spearmen out. Magyar also not really producing many more off the he's throwing up another barracks, so he's going to be producing more spearmen and more priests. We can note that he's actually not even using auto queue on these, so he's definitely building a key amount that he wants. He doesn't want to overbuild this, or he doesn't want to commit too hard to this, because he knows that at a point Mysta's army is going to be much more powerful than his. So Mysta now probably just going to keep on building some units. He's got 18 villagers on food, and that's only fishing ships, so it's not like he's behind on the water. I mean, he's got a couple of villagers on fishing ships less than Magyar, but he's going to have to deal with this pressure right here. He's going to lose 2 villagers here if he's not careful, and luckily he managed to get those 2 away, and he's going to have to send them over to somewhere else out away from the hurt and pain of those priests and pharaoh. And basically now Mysta's got no way to protect against this. These priests can sit here and knock the Zeus player Mysta off this gold line forever and a day. That being said, he does have the 300 gold at the moment, so he can produce a couple of units and then get out of here. However, Magyar now going to be attacking this tower and trying to get that down, so then he can have 2 points of attack to attack at. So he's got this point and he can run through here. That being said, if he does go through here and Mysta gets a strong enough army, he can get himself trapped and lose a lot of units for free. This watchtower definitely going to fall. I don't think that Mysta has the army to deal with this yet. I mean, he can use these Toxotos, and I think there is a gap here, so he can use these Toxotos to sort of coerce the spearmen away from here, but then all of these priests will come in and they'll just go to town. And I think that Magyar is feeling okay about trading those 3 spearmen for this tower, so he's going to let that happen. He's actually going to only trade 2 of them because he's got that healing ability, so none of that damage on it is really going to matter. And Magyar now getting attacked on water, dealing with the water aggression with as little ships as possible. It's very important to note that. Now, a little bit of an engage going on here. Spears, Slingers focusing down hoplites, just because that's probably the best that they can do, managing to pick off 1 Toxoto and 1 hoplite there for nothing, which that's 3 units for nothing there. Magyar's micro really just displaying how good he is, while 2-pronged attacks going on over here and a little bit of micro on both parts as well. There's 4 ships over here to 3, so this is definitely in Magyar's favor on water, and he's got the defender's advantage. Another trireme coming into the fight now while this aggression is going on right here, and we can just see that I think that I think that a little bit of micro here. Magyar must be a little bit distracted, but feel like he's got the right idea. He needs to push him through this way, and he's advancing through Nephthys. So this attack's going to be extremely powerful. Except ceasefire is still up. He's trying to force a ceasefire here. If he can force the ceasefire and get through into this position and stop Mr. from mining the gold mine, that's going to mean that ancestors can be cast, and everything that's good in this world will be hated, just because everybody knows that Isis is just a ridiculously powerful god when played like this. And it looks like Plague of Serpents being cast down right here, and a Leviathan coming over here to deal with these triremes, and this just looks like almost too much for Mr. These slings are going to easily pick off those Toxotos, and then the spearmen are going to pick off the hoplite and the cavalry, and the serpents are just pathing abusing. They don't really do much damage, but they just the pathing abuse is too much. Now Mr.'s going to have to retreat over here. He's got one gold mine over here which he is mining, so these villagers can jump over to somewhere else. Mr.'s going to continue to produce units where he can. He might want to even consider upgrading it to shaft mine, just because he's got those resources and he needs to get gold out much quicker. I'm going to unfortunately lose one of those Odysseus's for free because he sent that to the wrong location. He's going to have to rebuild that now. He does have the resources to do so, and he is going to instantly throw him up. And now Mr. really under the pain right now. He has also not producing any units from that military academy, and he needs to start producing as many units as he can to push back out here. If he had Athena, he might be able to. And now the Leviathan's still preventing these raids from really doing anything. A cabinet popping out now, and Mr. throwing down another trireme just to be attempting to pick off some of these fishing ships just to slow down Magyar. But Magyar now getting that forward Midgard stronghold up, getting that siege workshop up. He's trying to close the game out now, and I think he can do it. He also might want to consider grabbing some town centers. I mean, he's probably on a very low amount of gold, and he's also got shaft mine. So he's basically, his economy is skyrocketing in front of the Mr. And like, there's not really much which Mr. can do to get back into this game. I mean, he's got his ceasefire, so he does have time which he can bide, but that's not going to be enough really, because then ancestors are going to come down, and it looks like a little bit of micro going on here. The hoplites getting straight onto those spearmen. The Toxotos focus firing down. The wrong unit should not be attacking elephants, should definitely be attacking the spearmen, and the hoplites will clean up everything else, including the elephants, so long as the spearmen die. And then I think Mr. might be able to push back out here. Magyar must be low on some sort of resources, or not producing. He's at 100 supply. Mr. at 109 supply. Magyar grabbing his second town center, picking off one of those war elephants, going to make the meat of Magyar's army just going ever so slightly down, and it looks like Mr. going to be able to turn this game around a little bit, pushing Magyar back out. But remember, Magyar does have the power of ancestors, which means that a ceasefire will be cast if he so needs to use that. Magyar now producing nothing but chariots, doesn't want to produce any of those spearmen anymore because he realizes that they're a little bit worthless, as he can produce elephant and chariots just because they're so strong at this point in the game. And then he's going to just be able to kite forever in a day. Another raid going on if he manages to pick off 3 of those fishing ships with that trireme, and there's no fishing ships in that dock. Just a little bit of sneaky micro, just attempting to get himself back into this game. Magyar now, and sitting on 2 town centers, the monument to the soldiers going up, does not want any sort of aggressive god powers cast in this location, and then that town center is going to get grabbed. So he's going to be up 3 to 2 town centers, 3 to 1 town center, and then that town center is going to be 4 to 2 town centers, because that one will get up at roughly the same time. So we're going to see now, Magyar is going to be attempting to raid over on this location. He knows that's the only gold position, I think. Yes, he knows that's the only gold position for Mr. But Mr. is going to be retreating over this location because he saw that there's no army over there. Where's he going to go? He's going to go to this gold mine. So he's going to run over there and try and stop any sort of hit and runs on this gold mine. However, it's going to be very difficult for Mr. to stop it, and he's actually stopping now. So he's going to have to deal with that raid very quick right now, because his village is going to get picked off, and it's going to be hard days for Mr. to continue getting that gold income. Mr. is, however, sitting at 500 gold, so he might want to consider going to the heroic age, going through Dionysus, and then attempting to make a push on one of these town centers with a fortress. But Mr. now on 2 town centers, so he's going to be producing villages as well, double the villages, just to sort of catch up a little bit to Magyar, who's probably already sitting at the 80 villager limit. Actually, he's not sitting at the 80 villager limit. Don't know why. and he's not producing many villagers either. He's only producing from the one town center, which sort of blows his advantage a little bit away, considering Mister's producing from 2 town centers. So regardless of the fact that Magyar has the 4 town centers, only one of them is producing villagers, so he's not getting that far ahead. He's not snowballing ahead like he should be. But now Magyar has siege towers he needs to push in here, and it looks like Mr. going to be trying to prevent this town center from going up. Is he going to be there in time though? That's the question. He's sending these hoplite over here onto this Midgard stronghold. Going to probably take that one down. Magyar now casting ancestors. That will ceasefire be cast though. It looks like Mr. wants to get this Midgard stronghold down before any ceasefire goes up. So he's going to get that down, and then he's going to probably ceasefire to get his hoplite out of this position and not lose them all. Really nice micro by Mr. They're trying to lose as little as possible. Now Magyar has got his 4th town center, but he doesn't have any more Midgard strongholds. That Midgard stronghold did not get up quick enough, but there's all of these siege towers right on top of Mr.'s town center. It's not going to be good at all for him. Siege workshop going up now, and it's looking really hard for Mr. to win this game, just because he has to grab that town center back and he has to stop this, and both are extremely difficult because of 1, mercenary, and 2, these elephant. They're just so tanky and they can do so much. But Mr. now throwing up some stables and some military academies just to sort of passing block the siege towers and buy him some more time. Looks like Mr. now going to be trying to surround this army and prevent them from leaving through this location, and it looks like he's going to be able to do that. And it looks like Magyar's actually got himself into a bit of a rough spot here. He's going to get the chariot archers out. However, he might want to delete that Midgard stronghold just to like keep these chariot archers alive. However, Mr. now going to be surrounding those with the medium hoplites, but this Midgard stronghold is going to be going up instantaneously with that Pharaoh just like empowering it. If he had sent 1 Toxido to attack, that would have been massive. Looks like Mr. bolting an elephant right there, and looks like all of his units are just, they're like dying. His population is dropping a little bit, and now Mr. through the heroic age, through Dionysus, going to use bronze now, going to use his villagers into the fray, going to be attempting to take down this Midgard stronghold with some villagers and some of his Toxitos, but his army is just dying with his only 100 supply. And Magyar at 128 of 172 supply, so he's definitely a little bit ahead there. And also the mercenary cavalry into the fight at the moment, and Mr. taps out. GG, well played by Magyar. And just imagine how quick this game would have been over if Mr. didn't go through Hermes. The whole reason this game lasted to 16 minutes was because Magyar couldn't use ancestors, just because of Hermes. So my name's BoIt, thanks for watching. The series is now 3-1, and we'll go straight into game number 5. That's what it is, it's game number 5. Thanks for watching.